Oh, hi. Good morning, everyone. Carrie from down in Texas on this day before the weekend starts, Thursday. How are you this morning? As you can see, I am getting myself started this morning. Thanks for popping in and joining me while we get ourselves ready for the day so we can have a spectacularly successful day. It is sort of a dreary morning here. Not as cold this morning, which is always a good thing. It's interesting since I've lost all my weight, how different I feel about um, temperature. Because I'm always cold. Losing over 130 pounds has a tendency to change the way you feel about the temperature in your house. I can remember for years and years, the men in my family, my boys and my husband would say, "Mom, you're freezing us out." And my daughter-in-laws would come and my stepdaughter would come and they would be like, "Mom, seriously, do you have a jacket or a sweater that I can borrow because you're freezing us out?" And, carrying around that kind of excess weight really does cause you to have so many problems. I'm so incredibly blessed and grateful that and proud of myself that I was brave enough to go through that surgery because it really is going to give me a an opportunity to have a longer life, God willing, because I am not so overweight and I don't have all these underlying health problems. So, but whenever you do something like that, you exchange one set of things for the other set of things. And so it's not all peaches and cream, by the way. If you're follow weight loss survivors, it is definitely not for the faint-hearted. It is definitely not just, oh, everything's peachy keen afterward. It's a lifelong change and it's a lifelong challenge. I'm not going to say struggle or fight, it's a challenge. Um, you have to pick your battles when you are a weight loss surgery survivor. So, enough of that though. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Do you have your coffee or drink? Do you have your makeup and your tools? Are you ready to go? Let's get ourselves put together. But first, a long sip of coffee. Mm. All right. We started with Fix and Glow, my go-to skin prep. This is a wonderful product. It's by Makeup Revolution. It gives you this beautiful sheen and luster, and it makes your skin feel like silk. The finish on it is spectacular. I love how it preps my skin for my makeup. Then we used one of my favorite cookies and cream e.l.f. primer. Love, love, love this product. Alrighty, let's come in and let's do our color corrector, our brightener, our diffuser, whatever you want to call it. There's so many names for these products now. This is an under the eye product that gets rid of the darkness under your eyes. It is a very, very different consistency. It dries down very, very quickly, so you can't dawdle around with this product, but it works. And it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It's going to diffuse and get rid of discoloration. It's going to cover them up and it's going to brighten the under eye. And you know what? It does what it says it's going to do, which always makes me happy as a consumer. I posted a video late last night about customer service, and I get so frustrated with our customer service now in this country because 90% of the customer service is now sent overseas because people are willing to work for such small wages overseas. And It drives me crazy to have to call and first of all be on the phone forever, right? You were on the phone forever trying to get anybody in customer service, it seems. Then when you do finally get somebody in customer service, you can't understand a damn word they say because they don't, English is not their native language. And so you are constantly battling to understand what they're saying or explain what you are saying. Just drives me, it just is driving me crazy. I don't know where customer service has gone in this country, but it left the building. I'm in customer service. All of my businesses, all three of them are customer service related. And if I treated my clients the way I feel like the vendors that I use are treating me, I wouldn't be a client. I wouldn't have the client. They'd be like, I'm out of here. You know, it just, it's a big problem that we have in this country. And I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if there is a solution. Um, I just keep doing what I'm doing and try to make my customers as happy as I can and make my followers as happy as I can by responding. That's why when you guys send me a message, I always try to get back to you because your time is valuable. Time is valuable. It's um, an essential part of our lives that we can't purchase. And we're all short. We all have, we all don't have enough time. My kids, I see it in my kids, I see it in my grandchildren. I see it in my dad, and my dad is semi-retired and he is always on the go. I'm always on the go. My husband's always on the go. You know, our society does not decompress. That's why I'm always telling you on the weekends, decompress, get off social media, turn your phones off, at least for a couple of hours. Get out, enjoy the sunshine, go for a walk, take your dogs for a walk, go for a swim, sit on your back patio and just look at nature. Decompress. It's one of the reasons this country is so stressed, too. We don't do enough of that. Okay, so I put that on. Oh, let me go back and read that to you so you guys know what that is. So if you want to go buy it, you can find it. It is called, I think I got this at Amazon. Um, Professional Makeup Concealer Cool Story, and it's in 02. And it is it's a very strange consistency. It's like a cream, but it's like a powder. It dries very quickly. It dries matte as a powder. And I like that because you guys know I am a matte finish kind of girl. All right, let's get into this beautiful egg makeup. This beautiful Korean makeup that I am just obsessed with. It just is amazing. Okay, I am patting it on to apply it. And then I will come back with my brush, my actual foundation brush, to make sure I have it all blended properly and that I have no streaky lines anywhere, like right here. Get a difference in this difference in the side of my face, with, without. And I'm literally pressing one time down into this well. And I am pressing using the little sponge. I'm not a fan of this, I will tell you that, but it's how they demonstrate using this product, so I am going to go ahead and apply it with this, and then as I said, I'm going to come back in with my brush, my foundation brush, and make sure that I am all blended out, which I'm going to do right now. I'm going to use my anise foundation brush, and we are just going to go over the entire face. Make sure that there are no lines. I did my brows off camera, which I've told you guys I'm going to do again. Just can't get them right. So even with my 3-step system that is working, I'm just not, I don't know what's going on with me and my brows. They just are a struggle point for me, always have been, always will be. It's just something I have to let go and know that I'm just going to always have trouble with them and just have to do them in my time and not waste your time. I am going to come in and just brush them a little bit now that I've got that on. Smooth out a couple of areas that I see right here. I did some work on them last night too to clean them up a little bit, so I think they are going to look better now. Yeah, they're not nearly as all over the place as they were. Okay, so we've got that beautiful, I don't even know what to call this. It's spelled Tirtir. Tir Tir? Anybody know how to pronounce this? I got a message from one of my followers yesterday that said that this is like selling one every 30 seconds or something. It is just blown up, absolutely blown up. And I can see why. It's beautifully creamy. It goes on beautifully creamy. It is completely lightweight. It gives you stick heavy foundation coverage. I mean, really heavy foundation coverage, but in a skin tint. It's just the best of both worlds. I mean, it really is the best of both worlds. And my skin breathes with this on. I don't feel like I have a mask on. My skin is not tight anywhere. This one's a must. This one really is a must. I don't say that very often, but this one is definitely a must. You got to at least try it because um, you just got to at least try it. Give it a go. I'm using the lightest color, by the way. Okay, now let's get to some, oops, I forgot my loose powder. So let's get out my contouring palette, my e.l.f. contouring palette, and we're just sort of dipping down in there. And we're just accentuating that bone. Get some color. Wow, definitely tell the difference, can't you? I'm going to come in and I am going to pick up the lighter 2 colors now and just blend. I want to make sure that I don't have any harsh lines from this. All right, beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and put my lipstick on today. Obviously, I'm wearing mauve and black. today, and we are going to use a very dark brown pencil, almost black. I don't want black black because I rarely do that. But we are going to use a dark brown pencil, and we talked about doing one color all over the eye, and that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to use a darker liner because I want to accentuate the darker liner, and we're going to use one color. I think one color everywhere except maybe right up on the right underneath my brow. Um, a lot of people use that technique, including me. I used to use it a lot until I got, um, until I think I got more sophisticated. I don't know if I am or not. I'm not going to make that claim, but until I started trying some different things. And today, let's see, we are going to use a trusty Revlon um, lip today. And it is a true mauve. And go ahead and get it on. I might darken it depending on how the makeup turns, how it all comes together. But this one is Revlon. I use Revlon and I use L'Oreal. Those are pretty much my go-to um, lipsticks. I don't generally wear a lipstick that's from another brand. I might use a lip gloss or a shimmer, but generally speaking, I stick with L'Oreal and Revlon. They are my favorite formulas, and that's just all I've ever worn. This one is number 460, Blushing Mauve. It is Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick, and it's a great staple for your everyday look, in my opinion. Okay, loose powder. Laura Mercier loose powder. Let's get out a powder puff. I thought I did that already. Yes, I did. And I'm just going to come in and we're going to start sealing up our wet powder, our wet foundation here. I go a little heavier today, right under the eye, kind of let that bake a little bit. I'm just using a little bit more than normal uh, for under the eye area right here. I just really want it to set. And then we'll come back in and we will brush it. You guys have big plans for the weekend? We don't, thank goodness. We just trying to get caught up on a couple of projects that we are working on. My husband bought a building for our backyard to house all of our yard equipment and our pond equipment and all those type of tools that we are using frequently. Get them out of our garage. Not that we need the room in our garage, God forbid, but we won't get into that. It's kind of a sore subject in our household. Always has been, always will be. It's one of those things, when you say you got to learn to pick your battles in relationships. Well, that is when I gave up on eons ago. I mean, eons ago. It is just not worth the argument. It's just really not. Let's dust all this loose powder off that I've just got everywhere. All right. Look at that beautiful complexion. Now, beautiful. I mean, wow. Just wow. I have found my go-to, I think. Alrighty, we are going to go back in and use the same palette we used yesterday because this is definitely a mauve palette, purpley mauve palette. This is one of the Tartlet that came in the set of 4. Um, and today we're going to use 2 colors. Um, Today we're going to put this one color right up underneath my brows, and then we are going to use this top shimmer color right next to it everywhere else. Okay, and then we're going to accent with a pencil. So we're going to come in right under here with this lighter color, just right under the brow. I don't want that darkness all the way up there. That would not look good. So we are picking up this really pretty light neutral color, and we are putting it all up there. Now, I am going to come in with a fluffier type brush to add the darker color on. In my opinion, I can control the darker colors better with a fluffier head brush than I can a smaller one. And I know that sounds contrary to physics, but for me it works better. I have a hard time blending the darker colors with a smaller headed eyeshadow brush. That's why I like to use a bigger one. And this one is pretty big and it's very fluffy. So we're going to load that into the brush. And we're going to start building up. So we're going to start, and you're going to get fallout here because this is a shimmer if you use this palette. Just don't panic because we will, as we go, we will sweep it off. I'm actually going to sweep it off before I go to the next eye. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just taking that and I'm loading that in, and I'm taking it up onto the bone and stopping there. And just really blending, just really blend. And then make sure that you've got your loose powder out and ready to go. I should have had this ready to go, knowing this particular color. Load up your, and then sweep away as you go. Yep. I may come underneath and add this to, after I put the liner on the lower lash line, I may add this to it. I don't know. I just have to see how dark it all ends up looking. Picking that up onto transition. This is a stunning color. Very, very, very seductive, if you ask me. Not that I need to do that at work. My husband would be so pleased, though. Okay, so let's come in and let's sweep off. You do get fallout from that, so just know, be prepared to wipe it as you go. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Mm. Okay, so now I'm going to use one of my Davis pencils. This is my eye pencil. It's in chocolate brown. I don't want to use black because black is just too harsh on me. Because I wear black mascara, I try to, when I use a pencil and I'm using a dark, well, I don't use black. It's very rare that I use black. I will use a brown pencil, and I'm going to go as close to my lashes as I can get this. on the top and the bottom. I'm going to be light-handed on the bottom. And we're going to create a little wing out here. Okay. Same on this eye over here. Try not to block you. I keep forgetting that sometimes my mirror gets in the way, so I'm sorry. I needed to see, but I'm trying to stop it from blocking you too. And then just take it up and do a little wing. Okay. Yep. And then down on the bottom. We're going to blend this out, by the way. Beautiful. Look at that. Now I'm going to get one of my smaller, really stiff, angled brushes that you can see to go right here. It's an angled brush. And we're going to blend and soften all of that. Really want it to be a soft look. And you can do that by just taking one of your little brushes and blending it. And then I'm going to blend it up, pointing it towards the end of the eyebrow. Stunning. I am going to dip into I'm going to combine the two colors that I'm using, the light and the dark, for under on the bottom lash line. I don't want it as light as the top, and I don't want it as dark as the lid. So I'm going to combine those two and just come back in underneath where I have the brown. Yeah, that looks nice. Beautiful. Spectacular color. It is definitely a plum color that matches my shirt here. It's not purple, it's not pink, it's a plum. It's definitely a plum mauve color. All right, let's get our finishing powder before we go to our blush. And let's make sure that we don't have any fallout left that we didn't get. And let's blend. I do like this pink setting powder that I got at the same time as my Korean foundation. I'll get you the name of that too. It is Perfect Pour Pink Packed. And it's all in Korean, I'm not sure what language is on the back. I apologize. I don't mean to offend anybody, but I don't read it, so I'm not sure which one it is. But I purchased it at the same time and the same place as I got my Korean foundation. So, all right. So the eyeshadows and everything look really good. Let's come in now with my Water Brat blush. Yesterday was not a good day for me. I don't know how your guys' day went, but it just seemed like I could not get anything to go right. I couldn't get anything to work right. I couldn't get any help to resolve some problems that I was having technically, and just was not a productive day. I am hoping for a better day today, more productive day. I hate days where I feel like I've wasted the day, and I definitely felt that yesterday. I just could not get anything to fall into place for me yesterday, and I hate it when that happens because then I put pressure on myself that I'm, going to fall behind again, and I'm just now feeling like I've been caught up. I had so many requests from clients, and I finally got them all done, and I'm caught up. I don't owe any changes or anything to anybody, and I want to keep it that way. I hate being behind. Put a lot of pressure on myself because, as I talked about, customer service is important. People don't want to wait for things. People want to be taken care of, and I am a very big believer in that. As an entrepreneur, you got to take care of your clients. I don't know how we've missed that along the way in this country. So many companies now, big companies, are exporting their customer service overseas. And if you're anything like me, you don't like it. I can remember when my mom was alive, she would call me and she would say, "Oh my God, I just got a phone call and I refused to take it. I hung up on them." And she would say to them, "Are you in the United States?" One long time account that she had with one of the, I'm not going to name them, but with one of their clothing brands that she bought all the time. I mean, long time, 25, 30 years. And she had a problem with her account, and she called, and the customer service was overseas. And she immediately said, "No, thank you," hung up on him, went in the next day to the store and canceled her account. Because she just was not going to deal with anybody that was not here in the United States. Go, mom. All right, let's put on our, what are we using today? We are using our Maybelline Sky High today. Not sure I'm pleased with my lipstick. It's gone a little orange because of the colors in my eyeshadow color. So we're going to have to change out the lipstick. It's gone way too orange. But that's okay. We will get one out here in just a sec. Interesting. Even though it's called mauve, you can definitely see the orange tinge to it. It's interesting, right? It happens sometimes. This is such a deep, deep, deep mauve color that I've got all over my eye that any variation in it is definitely going to show. So we will just get another one out that I know will work. It's a lot darker shade. That's okay. Sometimes it just happens. Trials of makeup. That's why it's always good to have multiple choices available because you just don't know. Sometimes you think it's all going to work and then you put it all together and you're like, oh no, that doesn't work, which is what's happened today. This is wonderful mascara too, by the way. I haven't used this one in a few days. This is one that went absolutely viral last year all over TikTok and created such controversy. Honestly, it's mascara, for goodness sakes. It's not like it's world shattering decisions that are being made here. Talking about influencers using a makeup product and demonstrating it. That's all we're talking about. All right, let's get some on the bottom here. I don't use a lot on the bottom because I don't like that really heavy look towards the bottom of my eye. Just enough to show that I have lashes down there. I do need to go and catch the corners here that I can never seem to get covered from the top side. I'm always missing them for some reason. I don't know why I can't get the mascara back there to pick those up, but I can't. So we'll do them from the bottom. And I got a little bit of mascara on my corner of my eye down there. So we're going to let it dry. Really important when you are trying to fix a mistake and it's mascara or a wet product, especially mascara. Let it dry completely and then go in and get one of your hard ended brushes and try to pick it up, sweep it off. It should come off with no problems. Yep, see, just right like that. And while I'm there, I'm just blending that out a little bit more. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, let's put our eyeglasses on. Are they dirty? Of course they are. I don't know about you. If you wear glasses, do you struggle to keep them clean? They just always are dirty. I hate having dirty glasses. Another one of those OCD things of mine that I like my nails. Okay, let's put these on and let's see. Oh yes, that's very pretty. Definitely what I wanted, but I do know that I don't. I'll be right back. I'm going to change my lipstick. All right, we are going to change this lipstick out. This is definitely too orangey. Okay, because I have taken it off, I am going to come back over with my foundation brush and reset. And then I'm just going to pick up my loose powder puff and just reset that area as well. And this one is called Mica, L'Oreal Color Riche number 620, Mica. This one has a pearlescence to it too. which definitely accents the pearlescence in my eyeshadow. So this is definitely a much better pick to match my eyeshadow. Okay, let's see. Yes, that looks much better. Okay, just a little bit more color right here on the apples of my cheeks. What a brat. Love this. Love this blush. Alrighty, I think that is it for me. Let's just give the brows one more quick check. Yep. I definitely worked on my brows yesterday. I do see one area there's a problem though. See, I told you. Oh, I'm just too finicky about my brows. Maybe that is the problem. I expect them to be perfect and they're not going to be perfect. Okay, better. All right, that's it for me on this Thursday from Texas. Have a fantastic Thursday, everybody. I hope my Thursday is better for sure than my Wednesday. Thank you for all your wonderful comments yesterday. I did have a lady reach out to me about the product that I use to help myself sleep. If you have any questions about that, I sent you a link. Please don't hesitate to call me. Um, it's a lifesaver for me. You know, sleep is so important to every aspect of your health and your well-being. If you're not sleeping enough, everything else is going to be off. I really believe that. Now that I am able to sleep 7 to 8 hours, where before it was maybe 5, 6 at the very most ever, I feel so different because I'm rested every day and I'm ready to get up and come and get going, start my day and be productive. And I know that's because I'm rested. If you don't rest, it's really hard to be energetic and positive the next day. It just is. And what I love about this particular product is you don't feel like you're stoned the next day when you wake up. It has none of those properties where you wake up the next day and you're dragging, because it's all plant-based, chemical-free, vegan. It's just it's a wonderful product. So please don't hesitate if you have any questions after you've had a chance to look at that link. Reach out to me and we can actually connect if you'd like. We can talk on the phone and I can talk to you a little bit more about my experience, and I can help you get some of that product if you are interested in buying it. So that's it, girls and guys. Blessings to all of you on this Thursday. Make it a fantastic day. Get out there and hit your grand slam, whatever that is, whatever industry you are working in. And thank you for being part of this community where we help each other. We exchange ideas and thoughts and encourage and support each other so we can all have our very best life. Be successful, have it all, whatever your definition of that is. And to remind you, it doesn't matter if you're 15, 50, 60, 40, 24, it doesn't matter. Your age should not prevent you from chasing your dreams. Go get them. Say to yourself, this is what I want. This is how I need to get there. And don't let anybody stop you. Be your biggest cheerleader. Believe in yourself. It is a very, very powerful tool. And don't let anybody derail you from that, right? Make a commitment to yourself that this is what you're going to do and then see it through. Don't want regrets. Shouldn't live life with any regrets. Life's too short. And it can all change tomorrow. I have learned that in the last 2 years. God bless. Happy Thursday. See you in my next video. Thank you for being part of my community. If you're not, please consider joining us, like and subscribe. And if you do join, thank you. Send me a message so I know that I will reach out to you personally and welcome you to our small but growing community. And everyone is welcome here. See you soon, everybody. Have a great Thursday.